NFC wildcard game. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big gain.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Edwards-Helaire, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And that is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the
on a 2nd and long. It's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Daniil making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Tackle made at the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the 2nd quarter.
Mayfield now from the 50, dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
The Patriots.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 42-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
29 is Mike 29.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Forced out to his left. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
32-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Mayfield. Going deep this time for Miller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
At the Browns' 42-yard line.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
Incomplete on the throw.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
A 55-yard.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
3-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He finds Beckham complete.
Mayfield's pass.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And now off off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on all.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that... And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On second down, Burrow steps away to his left. And that is in seconds now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Mayfield on play action. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Mayfield with it once more. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. As Sanders has it poked free. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Patriots' 18-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. His throw caught at about the 5.
Mayfield.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Nick Chubb.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now Mayfield. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Burrow eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the side.
38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mayfield now. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him, but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Patriots 1st down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. C.J. Ham there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. And here's Edwards-Helaire. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown, and that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mayfield. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
From the gun, Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Miller. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And again, it's Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Miller. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns Browns touchdown. Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Zielaire, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. So let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon.